I here. This is a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. We're going to pull 2 cards from the Slavic Legends Tarot deck, and that's going to represent the energy that is currently surrounding you. What we see on the bottom of that deck is going to represent your general energy. We're then going to pull 9 cards from the Surrealist Tarot deck and turn those over little by little to see what story or messages unfold. What we see on the bottom of that deck is going to represent the general theme of this reading. And once we get an idea of what messages are coming through, we're going to pull 1 card from the shadow deck to see what is in your subconscious, and what we see on the bottom of that deck is going to represent what you don't see coming. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so today we are tuning in to the energy of Sagittarius. So if that is your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, or however else you choose to identify with the sign of Sagittarius, you can use that as a way to interpret the messages that are coming through today. And as always, if the details of these messages do not fit your situation, do not try to force them. Take what resonates, leave what does not. You can always check your other placements, or you can just stick around and see what's going on in the world of other Sagittarians. So let us see what messages we can learn today as we tap into the energy of Sagittarius. So what things should we think about? What things can we meditate upon? Is there anything that we should be warned about? Is there anything we can look forward to? Let's just see what messages come through as we try to channel the energy of the sign of Sagittarius. So let's shuffle one more time, and then we will pull 2 cards. Okay, so let's see what we have for you today, Sagittarius. 2 cards to represent what is happening around you. You are in the 8 of Cups, ready to move on, ready to move forward, let go of the things that are not serving you, and continue your path, the journey of your life into the next step, the next chapter. You see, this person is crossing a bridge. They are moving on to look for better things. They are crossing a river. There was perhaps some blockage or something that was impeding you from moving into whatever it is that you need to move next into. And you have all these cups, all these emotional attachments that are around you, and you are going to be leaving behind the ones that do not serve you. And you are doing this leaving in order to go forward and search for the missing cups that you have not yet found in your life. Right? You're trying to reach this 10 of Cups, full, complete, emotional, just really completion, emotional completion. You're moving towards this with the 10, and with the 8, there's a piece that's missing that we still need to find. So perhaps you've lost some cups along the way, or perhaps some of them have not been properly filled. But now we are taking the decisive choice to move in the direction of finding what is missing in our lives. King of Cups and the Page of Wands. Very nice. So with the King of Cups, perhaps you have been in a place where you have been dwelling upon the emotions that you are feeling. The King of Cups is typically someone who is not controlled by his emotions, but is very sensitive and receptive to emotions. So perhaps as you've been sitting in the place that you are currently in, this is the energy you are wanting to obtain. Perhaps your emotions have actually been controlling you and pushing you in a certain way that you would like to feel a little bit more control over. So perhaps the search that you were looking for, the cups you are missing, will in fact sort of, instead of finding new things to fill yourself with, perhaps it's going to be a search for the control of your emotional stability so you can feel grounded in your feelings rather than letting your feelings be something that's pushing you on all these different directions. But there's still going to be some sort of search that goes on, whether it's internal or external. And that's the energy of the Page of Wands. This is the energy of getting ready to go out on this quest. Perhaps you've got a vision quest coming for you. But this is the energy to really reach out and try to find what it is that's missing. So I think this is what you are desiring, and this is the energy that you are sort of channeling as you move into this search for whatever it is you need to find to feel that complete, that final stage of finding that completion that you haven't quite gotten to yet. And of course, that's always a lifelong journey. It's something that you will continue to search for your whole life, but you're moving into a period of wanting to be a bit more active in this process so that you can feel more grounded in your emotions and feel ready perhaps to tackle other future journeys and quests and projects that are ahead. So let's see what we get from the Surrealist Tarot deck. Let's see what the story is behind all these energies. So this is the Surrealist Tarot deck. This is my newest deck. I'm still getting the hang of reading from it. I've really enjoyed it. The artwork is beautiful. It's all based on different Surrealist artists and painters. And it's been a nice change of pace because the artwork is a little bit different from your traditional tarot decks. So it gives a little bit of a different spin on some of the sort of archetype energies you see in these cards. So it's been a nice change, but it has been a little bit of one that's taken a little adjusting to. So let's see what we get today. And as always, if there's any messages that come through above and beyond what I share, or if you feel something slightly different than what I'm saying, always use your own intuition. What comes through is the message for you, not necessarily the message that I'm throwing at you. So let your inner voice guide you. I'm just giving you what is coming through for me and trying to help you through this process. But always let the messages speak for themselves. Okay, so let's see. We're going to pull 9 cards from this deck. Okay, that feels good. So let's get the story. Okay, and the theme of the reading is the Queen of Wands. So perhaps you need more than just the energy of wanting to go out and explore your emotions. Perhaps you also need a bit of a nurturing energy to sort of help calm whatever perhaps difficult or aggressive or painful emotions come up through this process. The Page of Wands is ready. He's got his wand. He's ready to go searching through the world and seeing all of its beauty, seeing all of these beautiful flowers here. But he needs a guide. He needs someone that's going to help show him the way. And perhaps that's the Queen of Wands energy that we're going to need to tap into. Or perhaps maybe that's the cup that's missing here, is sort of connecting with this nurturing emotional energy that is empowering, not just in a sort of loving, feeling, kind, purely cup energy, but a sort of powerful, fiery wand energy that is still has the nurturing quality of a queen, but has the fueling progressive force of the wands. So, I mean, perhaps what is missing here is a sense of trying to find yourself and figure out who you are and what it is that fires you up and makes you excited to be alive. And you see here that she's painting the world, but she's painting it with herself. And so perhaps that's kind of what you need to tap into is look inside yourself to figure out what it is that I can use to create around me a beautiful reality. And let the other people around you do the same, and perhaps you can be a piece of the artwork that they are painting. You can be one of the colors on their palette, and maybe that's the message that needs to come through here. But let's see what the story tells us. Ace of Swords, clarity. Perhaps you have recently come into a new insight that has been eluding you up to now. Perhaps you have finally gotten some clarity. Perhaps you've been in an emotional place where things have felt kind of muddled and imprecise, and your thoughts are sort of coming into focus, and maybe that's what's sparking this desire to go on this quest to find your missing cups, is a clear insight that I need to get something more than what I have, and now I see clearly that that is what I need to be doing. So that's very nice, very nice. Let's see where we go from here. A lot of air energy. So we go from the ace to the 4 to the 3. So pain and resting and healing from that pain. So perhaps some clarity, some sure. I mean, perhaps the Ace of Swords is not so much clarity so much as a reality check of, seeing. I mean, it is clarity. You're seeing clearly how things are, but perhaps this has brought into focus things that were a little bit painful and not easy to accept. And so that's probably what's put you in the Four of Swords mode of needing to sort of reflect and recover from these painful insights. So the Ace of Swords, I think, maybe is exposing wounds. It's showing past heartbreaks or losses or, deceptions, perhaps, things that perhaps were experiences in your life that have brought you suffering or shame or embarrassment or perhaps just loss in general. But I think what's happening here is you're getting a clear picture of what your life is like, what's going on around you, and it's painful. And so that's where we are in Four of Swords mode of let's just sort of calm down, let's rest, let's recover from these pains. 3 to 4 is a energy of growing from these painful experiences, but it's still, you can't get away from the harsh realities that these thoughts in your mind are giving you. So it's not an easy process. Um, and I'm sure that's probably stirring up some emotion. That's why we want to become King of Cups. We want to have this energy around us because that's the nurturing energy that's going to allow us to be in control of the pain we feel as we reflect upon these negative thoughts in our lives. But we don't want to just be sort of emotionally cooling the pain. We want to also grow from it. And that's why we have the fiery Queen of Wands energy. Perhaps one solution to finding more in your life is to finding this empty cup is tapping into creative exercises and using these painful insights and experiences as a fuel for building something that will bring you some form of inner peace. Okay, so let's see what we get going forward. We have Six of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. So yes, with all of this pain that's happening on the top and this desire to want to heal from it, the Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia. This is the card of having positive things from your past come in and help you heal. And it's right underneath the Four of Swords with this painful air energy at the top. The rest then leads to the Six of Cups. So sitting in your tomb of pain and reflecting on that sort of past difficulties, in that reflective period, the healing process occurs. This man chopped up like a loaf of bread is reforming and becoming more whole with himself as the pictures of his past are helping him sort of see who he is and where he has come from and what he is becoming and what he has always been. And that is a very positive healing energy that we're getting here from the Six of Cups. So it's all of these past things sort of coming into focus with the Ace of Swords. They're sort of coming into focus and allowing you to heal by seeing who you are as you've gone through all of these experiences. And with the Queen of Pentacles, this is probably an outside force that's helping this nurturing process by supporting you. Not necessarily just emotionally, but supporting you in your growth in the world, helping you, if you're struggling to get through things and it's been a difficult time, having someone that can just help you get things done, help you get to the places you need to get to because they're in a good place. The Queen of Pentacles, she's grounded, she knows how to enjoy life, she knows how to help others enjoy life and reach their potential. So with this inward reflection of where you are and where you've been, together with this external nurturing energy of someone who's going to help you find a better physical reality to inhabit, that's what's going to help you heal and get away from the pain of the Three of Swords that you've been feeling. And once you've healed from all of that pain, that's what's going to allow you to get more control over your emotions and your feelings, and that's what's going to let you be successful in this quest to find whatever it is that you're missing in your life. Ooh, more pain though. In the center of all of it, we have the Nine of Swords, which is the card of anxiety. This is a difficult card. I will say I do like the version of this card that shows up in the Surrealist Tarot deck. It's one of the more positive versions of this card I've seen. So you see all those clouds, all those air that's above this person, and it's sort of weighing on them. There is a very sort of dark, negative energy above them, but the place that they're currently in does not feel as bad. what I sort of see is happening here is there's a bite that's been taken out of this apple here. I think is probably symbolic of like the tree of knowledge and coming to the reality of, you know, seeing what's going on around you. And I think this card is really expressing the weight of the thoughts that are sort of surrounding your headspace right now. So you've got healing energy on the left and right of you, but the clear insight above is leading to a little bit of anxiety and difficulty. But it's not the worst sort of experience. It's not a nightmarish sort of nine of swords that we see here, but it is a difficult time where you feel sort of stuck in your own head and needing to get out. So you've got this pain to one side of you, but you've got this healing that's helping you sort of try to expand away from that. So really, perhaps the Eight of Cups journey that you need to go on as you're channeling your Page of Wands energy and ready to move forward is to get out of your head. Get out of your head. Get away from all of these thoughts that are just weighing down on you. Take the positive memories, take the positive experiences, let the people from your past that are still there to help you in the physical realm help you grow and heal, but get out of your head. That's the vibe. I think if you want to fill your missing cups, you need to get out of your head and just experience the world around you and see that there's still beauty even if you've had difficulties in your past. Okay, we have an Eight of Cups and a King of Wands. So, okay, another Eight of Cups right next to our Eight of Cups here. So really emphasizing that there's a process that needs to happen here. There's something that's missing or something that needs to be let go of so that you can move into a happier, more positive place. So I think your Eight of Cups journey, this is what you need to go on. And I think that journey is getting out of your head and getting away from your painful emotions. And you're going to take this energy of wanting to go on this quest and wanting to explore where you can go with your mental energy. And through this process, you're going to learn all these things about yourself and all the things that make you feel happy and passionate and creative. And that Page of Wands energy is going to eventually form into a King of Wands, where you're no longer going to be the child that is wandering around exploring the unknown, but you're going to be the grounded, knowledgeable, creative person who uses all of these things that he's experienced on his quest, all of these memories and things that he has stored, and those are the things that create the throne that he sits on. And then he uses his wand, he uses his passions and his power to really command the world around him and be a guiding force for other people. Sort of in reflection here to the Queen of Pentacles, the woman who is the nurturer, the person who is helping the growth process, and then the King of Wands who sits by her side and helps this process by being a guide with his experiences and his lessons and the things that he knows that he can share with her as she shares with him the process of a give and take of nurture and guidance. Okay, so there's a really nice synergy with these cards, and I feel like this is where you move from as you go on this Eight of Cups quest. I mean, you can kind of literally see the Page of Wands. He's looking in this direction. He's going to have to go through this process, walk through this gateway, cross this river, and eventually, once all is said and done, he can be this King of Wands who sits next to this Queen of Pentacles, and together their passions and their practicality is something that they can use together to build a beautiful world that's so much stronger than the sort of cold Nine of Swords headspace that it feels like you're currently in. So, okay, let's see where this story ends. Three of Pentacles. Celebration, coming together. So once you've gone through this process and you've really become this King of Wands, which, notice I also didn't point out that we have the King of Wands next to the King of Cups. I kind of feel like perhaps these are two sides of the same person. This is the emotional groundedness that is inside you, and this is the powerful, creative, passionate force that you project into the world. Both of these come from going on this quest. This young page experiences all these things, and he's searching through all these different options, and he learns from all of those life lessons to be in control of his emotions and to be in command of the lessons he has learned. So, and then he has his queen that he works with here to continue to help nurture the world around him. So very beautiful. And what best could come from that than the Three of Pentacles celebration that is occurring here. Maybe not so much a celebration. That's a little bit more of maybe Three of Cups energy. With the Three of Pentacles energy, Perhaps this is the union of all of these energies together to come into one full, complete form. In fact, that's actually kind of what I was just saying, right? The page walks through this journey. He channels this energy of King of Cups and King of Wands energy, and with the Queen of Pentacles, all of this can kind of come together and merge together. Maybe these aren't even different people. Perhaps these are just three sides of you, and when you integrate all three sides of these things into yourself, the cups, the wands, and the pentacles, they all come together to form a more complete version of you that is the three, one, two, three, grounded in the world, the pentacles version of yourself, that is this person here that is looking over all of these different other people that are really just different parts of himself, right? A three-in-one kind of unification that happens, that is how you get through this missing piece and how you overcome these anxieties that are sort of looming in the background. You move forward past them, and that's very beautiful. I like that. And so with the Queen of Wands, this really is a story of trying to paint a more beautiful version of you and your world, by digging through the pieces of what is inside of you and what you've been through and what you're going to go through, and creating a better version of yourself by integrating all of these pieces together. So very nice. So let's see what the shadow deck tells us. Okay, so let's take one card from here. So that'll be what is in your subconscious. I kind of already get a sense, I think, of what is going on in your subconscious. It's trying to move past difficulties and trying to move forward and grow. Though in some senses, isn't that what we're all really going through at any given time? It's just different flavors. All different flavors. Okay. Pull one card for your subconscious. The Fool. Yes. If you're going to go on a journey, be ready for whatever is going to come. You've got all of this negative energy that's weighing on you and probably keeping you sort of stuck. You know, you've got the pain from the past and the insights of overthinking through these things and wanting to heal. If you really want to go on this journey, the best attitude to take is to just say, I am open to whatever the world is going to provide for me. I'm going to experience these things. I'm going to go on this quest, see what I need to see, and that's what's going to help me grow. And that is a beautiful mindset to be in. Even if you're not conscious that that is the mindset that you're in, that is a fantastic place to be in as you move forward. So what you don't see coming, though, is the Magician. So you are probably not aware of just how powerful you really are. As you are experiencing these things and you're finding the missing cups in your life, when you integrate all of these different energies into your life, I mean, look how different these colors are, the red, the purple, and the green here. If you can integrate all of those together into one single person, and let's see if I can pick this card up here, and become that unified version of all those energies, that's going to let you tap into this magician energy of being able to create and communicate all of these beautiful things into the world that are probably already kicking around inside of you, but you haven't been able to tap into. So that's a beautiful place to be. That's a beautiful place to move towards, and I hope that you're able to achieve that. You've got work, but don't we all, right? It's a lifelong quest to find the best versions of ourselves. So really nice message. I enjoyed this. I hope you did as well. I hope this was helpful. As always, please like and subscribe if you have not already. If you found anything in this that you would like to make a comment about, please leave a comment below. We can start a discussion, or you can just, anything you want to share. I'm always happy to hear feedback from you guys. And if you know anyone else that might enjoy these videos, please share them. Let's grow the channel. Let's see where we can take this, and let's let these messages get to the people who need to receive them. And but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a great rest of your day.